deciding or if it waits for all three to go. But this is where we're at here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's check this out. YouTube is excellent. That's what I like to hear. Let's get this chat up in this biscuit. Boom. You darn Skippy. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a minute. I have had a lot going on, and it has been a more challenging road than I expected. So, you guys about to see me throw down something new, something I haven't done but once. So, work with me here. Don't hate on a brother. So, what I'm going to do is it's going to be a podcast. This will all roll into. So I have a structure, I have things I'm going to talk about, and I know it's going to benefit someone out there. If it's going to benefit you, then that makes me a happy man. Wow. I'm curious, how much am I in? It took me 45 minutes of just setting stuff up, and I did another 20 minutes of stuff before that, just prepped my brain. But I also just couldn't sleep, and I just figured, why keep sitting around thinking about all this stuff when I can actually be out here doing some of this stuff. So that is exactly what's happening. Whew. All right. This is exciting. And it'll be full of glitches because I'm new and learning. It's okay to do. Oh, I can't do emotes, but I could say, apparently I can't say what's up. What just happened? I got taken out of this thing for this chat. Oh, that's not cool. All right, so talking back to the chat on that thing's not going to be happening. So we're just going to be right here. I'm not live there yet. Okay. Road to recovery. I wonder why anyone's having any issues. You can add it to here. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I will do that. I'm trying to do multiple streamings. I know it's not receiving enough video. Come on. Work with me here. I get a lot of little twitches and daps in that world. So we'll have to see. I have Wi-Fi extender right out here. Main things on the other side of the house. But you have to shift a little bit right here. Let's just get you much more like that. That will help my brain so much more. All right. See? Okay. Yes. I'm here. I'll talk to you. I'm just not going to be able to do the chat. I can't do emotes and little things like that, but I'm still here. But what's happening is I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I went live on YouTube and... Wait, no, slow down. What happened last time was I went and I did TikTok and Instagram first. Got all that set up. Like, I figured that out. Okay, those two phones are doing those things. Okay, and then I went into here on the laptop and went streaming on the other three platforms. And at that moment was when I realized that there might be a little bit of a mistake. What happens is the way Instagram and TikTok do theirs, it's like if you don't start yours with a hook or a drop or something, people are not in that community the same way they are in the other multiple forms. And again, you'll notice that I won't start speaking them because I already got cut off of one because I talked about the other on a streaming thing. So they argue about each other. I don't know why. I'm not nothing special, but maybe I am and I just didn't realize it. So figure all that in a minute. So the whole point of what I was saying was that I was setting there you guys up, getting all you guys a minute to, because I know how it works in these ones. This one, you guys are like getting emails, getting told that it's happening. You're not scrolling through to find this. You're more being like, hey, I follow him. I want to go see what Chris is up to. Phillips Driveways is doing something. What's he up to at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning? I don't know where I'm at, where you're at. It is what it is. But for me, we're looking at 1:30 in the a.m., baby. And I'm digging it. It feels good. Whew. So, I'm gonna just kick this podcast episode off here. And it's very interesting how much stuff's on my mind and how glad I am that I have 3 different notebooks that I gathered on. Like, go over these notes, pull those notes away, got this note up here, get that done, move on to this. I got a system. The B-roll, you know about the system. You've been here 50 minutes watching this whole thing. So it's fun because how much content we have is kind of ridiculous. Like how many levels of different levels of content we have. It's quite amazing. And the way Jay Dollar can somehow get it and like put it all together, like, yeah, that's going to go here, this is going over there, that's going to here. I'm like, bro, just this hard drive. Oh my gosh, look at how much stuff I have. I got these 2 I filled up, like literally, like packed them. Then this was my next problem. I filled up all of those cards. Those are all 256 cards. Those are big boys, right? So I don't even have space to put those because this one is like 80 megabytes shy of fitting one more of the chips from a GoPro, which is like 8 hours of footage. But again, this will all matter a lot later on, and as we get moving and cranking and booking here, it's a process, and I'm very grateful for all the stuff we keep learning and how better Jay's getting, how better I'm getting, and how many people are supporting us. And I got this whole Discord community I didn't even get to like dig into. That's a whole nother thing. I've been trying to get myself back on track here, but there's a lot of people with the Alveus community in Discord that want to assist me. They want to make my life easier. So I need to apply myself to this subject and make that a better thing. So thank you for any of you from Alveus who are on chat right now. What's up, y'all? Thank you very much, chat, for showing up. It means a lot. Hey, 1:30 in the morning, but again, I've been meeting y'all from countries here, countries there, all over the place. So who knows what time it is in your world. But please, drop it in the chat so I can see if this chat's even working. And if you're chatting to me right now and I'm not seeing it, it's because my software isn't working. Because right now it says all stream chats are here. It shows me live in purple, red, and green. So those are all money and good to go. But the perps, I'll say straight up, my Twitch fam, that's the chat where I'm really talking to, where all you're all stacking in here, and that's flipping awesome. But last time, Instagram was popping off with people I knew, people I didn't know. I don't know what was going on with that. And TikTok had some really weird questions going on that I was trying to like avoid and not even think about. So we're going to see how this one goes. But the point is, I'm pretty sure it's going to post on Instagram and save there. I can clip it out of TikTok. I've got my B-roll HD footage up top over here on the GoPro. And then I've got the live streams that are going to all, but I never feel that the live streams are as HD as I feel they should be compared to when we have the GoPro and we download that and then actually put that into YouTube directly off of computers, hard drives, blah, 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 blah. If y'all care about this stuff, let me know. Drop it in the chat because I will talk more about all that kind of stuff. All right. Thank you, guys. This means a lot. I'm going to keep it real. I'm about to go live on this thumb and this thumb, left and right. Got 2 other phones coming at me here. Got the 3 y'all up in this biscuit right here. But these 2 are cranky. If you don't start off right away and do all this setup stuff and kick back and chit chat, they just kind of drop it off and they just make your live look like it's dumb and don't really pass it out to the peeps. And then later on, it's popping and starting to people on that. So if you're starting at like, oh, I'm over here, is my mic on? Hello, tap, tap, hello, hello, hello. All those things because it's so funny. Me and Eric Triplett, my boy, we both are like, he's crushing it better than I am, but we're both motivating each other and pushing each other, and we both kept talking about what we're gonna do this year, what's gonna happen. I can't not do it. It's too good, dude. It's just too good. I could time lapse it, bro. Yes, because I was like, there's so many angles and things going on in front of me that eyeballs are seeing that no one's seeing right now, and so I was like, bro, we're gonna do we're going to put this biscuit on time lapse. Okay. Cancel that. Come on. I just want some time lapse. Don't mess with me. Oh, so frustrating. GoPro life, I tell you. You just can't win sometimes. Turns on to shut off. Just to tell me it wants to turn back off. All right. There we are. Because technically it's low on space. So a time-lapse recording is what we're looking for here. Boom. What do you get over here? You get all the cameras? Yes, you do. Cool. So I'll just get my water from behind that GoPro. I really don't think that's in the mode I want. Oh, it was. Okay, children. You know how it is. When you're new to everything, just trying to make it work to have cool stuff for later. But like I said, none of this stuff is acceptable. Some of you guys accepted it. Some of you are all upset. Like, Chris, would you get to the point you started? You're here. Would you do something special and just dance? Come on, dance for me. Dance, monkey. I want to see you move. Whoo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm so glad to know that I'm here right now. Oh, man. All right, let's be serious here for a minute. We're going to do this. This is my first time trying this. So work with me, people, okay? Work with a brother. I'm training. And you guys are like, training wheels who care. Training wheels care, don't they? I mean, they're holding us up. But then we let go, and then we just start riding. We start cruising, and we can't stop. We just can't stop. Fight for better. Fight for better is a promise we make to ourselves every single day. It is choosing growth over comfort, action over excuses, and progress over perfection. It is showing up when it's hard, when no one is watching, and when quitting would be easier. Fight for better is not about where you start. It's about refusing to stay stuck. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. We commit to becoming stronger than yesterday. This is a movement for anyone who believes they're capable of more. We fight for our health, our purpose, our families, our dreams, our future. One step at a time, we build a better life, starting right now. Welcome to the Chris Phillips Project. I am your amazing host, Chris Phillips, and this here is sponsored by Phillips Driveways and Excavation in Central Texas, getting you land ready every day, down to earth, built up right, 512-548-588-4708. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for being here. This is really exciting. So much is going on. Little recap. Those of you who don't know, Broken on the Road to Recovery is where this all started. Now this is straight up road to recovery. Pretty much 3 months in bed, trying to run a business, run life, take care of everything, while dealing with so much pain that focusing just didn't seem like it was even an option. Like, my brain didn't want to click and lock in. I just had so many wants to just think clearly, be clearly, and just get what I want to say on point, but it wouldn't come through. I mean, my brain is my powerhouse. It's my superpower. Like, I could do so much inside my dome. So to not be able to do that, I can't describe the frustrations and the different kind of pains. Because when you're in physical pain and you can't mentally accomplish what you want to do, to just take care of your crew, take care of your wife, your family, whatever, just to get flipping water, like to fill up a water bottle, like, I'm thirsty, you know, like the simplest things. People, it was just the craziest, gnarliest time, and I wish this upon no one ever. So the other reason I'm really also doing this because I know I'm not the only person who works hard, who uses my body to do what I do, and I don't care how young you are and how solid you are and jumping off of whatever. There's gonna come a time where your body is gonna be pissed about it, and my body is super pissed about it. So this is really what I got to step it up on. What it is, son. Thank you so much. Hey, I just got your message, by the way. I needed that. That just like I was in a spin and run because of all this stuff going on, and I was like, that's it. I'm getting outside. I gotta just put my mind down and keep pushing forward. So support. Support is like how this is all possible. If I didn't have the people that want to say, keep going, Chris, do it again. And then those are in my mind, in my head, when I'm trying to get through the day and get things accomplished. It's just always fighting for the best because we deserve the best. We deserve better than yesterday. No matter what it is, we could always do 1% better than we did yesterday. So just that little improvement is really the only thing I can stress upon everybody. Take care of yourself. Do those little things. For those of you who don't know, I lost 105 pounds in the year of 2025. So I got my eating just right. I didn't just go and change the world and try some crazy pills and get surgeries. It just simply, my wife and I made a decision that we're going to eat the way God wants us to eat. And that path brought us to a much healthier, better way of living, and we felt so much better. But then all of the issues of my life with my lower back, L3, 4, and 5, getting toasted out, my leg injury that is still boggling some doctors that I'm really over. Like, to be honest with you, I just don't know if I'm going to go back to any of them. And I'm just going to do the recovery with all the tools that I've learned. And again, I've been documenting all of it, so it's going to be something that I can show that if I can get myself out of this pain and out of where I was, then I know for a fact that you can get out of wherever spot you're in. Because lower back pain is not just from construction workers and people working hard, sitting up at desks and just sitting down, that's enough to sit at a desk all day to toast out your back. Because the stuff I learned is nuts, like how if you have proper posture and your ears are above your shoulders, and the second you go to look at your phone and look down at everything like we do 90% of our time doing most stuff is looking down like that, that adds 100 pounds of pressure to your vertebrae. Your spine is just getting mashed on like that by you just dipping your head forward to look at your phone. Pick your phone. It's so funny. We were in one of the doctor's office and Tracy was sitting down after all this stuff got down and her phone went off and she was like, yes. I just got a message and replied to it. You know, it's like that. It seems weird to actually do things right in the way we're supposed to. Like, and what's funny is I'm a giant dude, so the doctor was straight up like, she's adding 100 pounds when she dips her head down to look at her phone. You're adding 200 pounds when you dip your big old dome down to look. So everything for me is more dramatic size because I'm 6'3" and large mofo. So I need more muscle. I need to build up and strengthen everything. And that's what I'm on the mission doing, but I'm not doing anything with weights. I'm enough in myself to just try and move and get through this. So on December 22nd, I was in a wheelchair going onto an airplane, going to Hollywood to see a specialist because I've had it with all these Texas doctors. Everyone telling me to lay around, wait for the next thing, take some more pills, shove more stuff down my throat, wait for the surgery to be the right time. And I don't believe the surgery is the solution. And there's thousands of people who also agree with me that that's not the right thing. But that brings us to kind of where things came to a head for me, which was just a few days ago. People hear me documenting like, I'm at day 9, I'm at day 10, I'm at day 11. Well, day 12, when I guess what I'm realizing is the days, when I say days are days that I actually did the 2-hour routine and the workout. So from the 22nd of December to now, I know it's more than 12 days, I'm pretty sure. But the point is, I was moving and grooving. I got to the fire hydrant and it was just like so amazing. And then I kept moving forward. got around the block and I was like, oh yeah, we're moving. I got this now. Around the block's my, standard. It's my minimum now. The fire hydrant's nothing. The next day, I did not do my morning exercises, the full routine. I did some stretches, took a shower, and just kind of did some ice before I left. I had to see some clients' properties. I had to get out and take care of some things. And so I did those, got through that, which was more of an accomplishment than most because through most of my workouts and walks, I can cry, scream, complain, sit down, fall down, whatever. When I'm on the property with my clients, there is no option. It has to look like everything's I'm okay. I'm okay. Let's go. Let's measure. Oh, you want another 800 foot of this driveway? I could eyeball it, but I guess I'm going to have to measure it with his wheel, right? So, got through it. Thank goodness Trey came along with me because she was able to talk with the client, and this is a previous client of ours, so they knew us, and I probably could have told them I was hurt, but I'm not trying to tell everyone and show them that, especially the crew. I mean, they've seen me go crawl. They've seen me do whatever it took to get to a truck and be on crutches. They've seen it all, but I'm just fighting to not show that. And I don't know if it's the right thing or wrong thing, but that's just what I have felt I should do. So for that client, I got through that. I came home on a high because I did it again. I'm out there. I felt so good and alive to have gotten out. I'm hitting day 12. By the way, this is day 12 of exercising, but I did the on-site, walked the property, dealt with someone, and then I came home feeling on top of the world. Mind you, it was the first day I wore my steel toe boots again, the first time this year. So that's an extra 10 pounds a foot of those monsters, size 15 biscuits. So I do all that, come home, boom, let's go, baby. It's workout number 12. Set up the room, get the GoPro out. I'm feeling good. I did a little powwow shenanigan and then got started with that exercise routine, and it was the most grueling thing I had ever experienced this whole way through. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how in the world am I on my 12th day of doing this? I was in a wheelchair to walking, doing things again. And now what the heck? I'm super frustrated, getting angry at myself. I want to just be able to do these movements, and they're not, again, I'm talking about stretching movements, and some people may refer to certain things looking like yoga, but it's not even that. It's just very simple, basic things, but it's nerve gliding. Anyone who's into PT or done PT and have nerve issues and understand nerve gliding is just vicious, painful, in certain movements that I'm doing. So, day 12 set a brother back. The next day, I got up in excruciating pain, barely slept. I'm like, I'm going to make it to the fire hydrant. I'm getting to the fire hydrant. I know I can't make it around the block. I'm in too much pain. I went over it with everything, but I got to. Get down. I couldn't get more than 4 houses down the street. Mind you, the day before, I'm at a client's house. I'm mobbing over 800 feet of the driveway in which we're doing, and talking and walking, getting in the truck, driving an hour both ways, all that. But it put me, all of the 11 days of getting myself to be able to function that much. And I shouldn't have worked out. I shouldn't have. I should have just chilled that night and probably iced and heat. But I was like, no, it's day 12. I'm going to get this. I'm getting after it. Dude, that next day was the worst thing ever. So I started to do the walk, got a few houses down. I just couldn't. Came back, and I'm here because I haven't worked out since that one, because I just was so wiped out from top to bottom. I just had nothing left in the tanks. I mean, I'm giving everything I got. I never thought that these simple things can just wipe me out the way they have. So the road to recovery, it is not always forward. It's not always good. It's not always amazing. It unfortunately sucks. It doesn't always go how you want it to. And fighting through that has been more of a battle than I ever thought I'd have to go through. So being broken and on the road to recovery, what has truly come to my realization is that this is big, way bigger than I realize. Because now I've got family, friends, contractors, live streaming people on all these platforms I'm on right now that are all across the world. I mean, the whole earth. All people, we got people everywhere right now in here. This is just bonkers to me. Thank you guys again for being here. This means so much that you guys are still digging in. And I'm just letting you guys know my experience, what I'm going through, and why I feel and know now that this is much bigger than me. I'm not the only person. A lot of people are struggling through this. A lot of people I'm meeting have had the surgeries. They've gone and listened to the doctors that I all told, no, I'm not doing that. There's got to be another way. And I just kept researching, pushing, and doing. And unfortunately, hard work is the only way to get there. And this is the reason why a lot of people get the surgery. And I'm going to be straight up. It's a lot easier. That's why people do weight loss surgeries. That's why people are doing a lot of different things. Being easier is cool and all, but I just know that that's not the long-term solution. And I want to do it right. I want to enjoy living and rocking and rolling and doing anything I want to do. And to have it all taken away from me at an age where I feel like I'm still 16 years old and I'm just a kid out there doing it all. I have a license. Let me go drive and ride something. Like, this is legal? I still think it's crazy that I'm allowed to go out on the streets right now. I tell y'all, it's nuts. But there's a lot of people in a lot of different avenues I have met that have had lower back issues, back pain, nerve issues, and it can torment your life, and it can really, really suck. And I just know that I have slowly been able to get this better through actual exercise and movement. And I have not touched a gym yet. I went to the gym, actually, I think it was less than 10 times in 2025, and I still lost 105 pounds by just staying focused and eating how a human being should eat. And I'm not going to gatekeep here, okay? We're talking fruits, vegetables, and meat. Chicken. I don't really like fish that much. And tons of steak because I live on that stuff. And bacon as a side snack because that's what I like, all right? That's how I do things. So, very simple, enjoyable way. And this year is actually something different with what the doctors have me on. It is focused on muscle gain only. So I'm just like on Powerhouse protein shakes and big meals at the end of the day and just work hard and put in work. And that's what I've been doing 12 times. But I had to take these last 2 days to recoup, let my body get back together. And also, I had to emotionally get back together because I was pretty excited about how damn good I was doing and thinking I'm 2 weeks away from a solution. I think all of us want to be 2 weeks away from a solution for everything that's a big deal. I don't care what it is, from weight loss to debt to pain to relationships. 2 weeks is not enough time. You've got to put in. It's got to be more than that. And that's why I know I'm at a pinnacle point where I've got to stay focused and keep pushing forward, even though this has been super hard on me to have these setbacks when I want to just push forward. I just want to crush this. Like, I want to be better. This is not the game plan here to be feeling disabled. I don't know what the word I even have for that. This has been Nartar, man. So, like I said, this isn't just me. This is, I feel, everybody. From sitting all day to just not doing enough things. And as we grow old, it gets easier to stream and watch Netflix and play on our phones and not get out and do certain things that we need to do, and just simple movements. And that's what I've been doing. And I am not a physical trainer. I'm just me. I'm just Chris Phillips, just being me. But I'm also showing you exactly what I'm going through, how hard this has been. This has not been an easy walk, and I'm fighting through it. And I will absolutely be doing exercises on day 13 tomorrow, which is technically today. I'm going to go to sleep at sometime. It's 2 a.m. I haven't been able to sleep. Sleeping has not been a huge thing that I've been blessed with lately. The way the pain goes, I get as much sleep as my body allows me, and then I'm back at it. And the last, I would say, 4 days, I feel like I have my brain coming back on where I could think and process and start popping stuff off. That's why I got notebooks everywhere. I'm reorganizing, re-strategizing everything that's going on because everything has had to change, which means we are permanently changing as I am getting better. So we're all going to get better together, from the employees to the crews to my families, and every one of you who are out there together who are part of the fam. So thank you again. You guys are the baddest for being here. Oh. All right. Yeah, it's crazy. How many bad habits come with age? And there's a few young cats I could see in here from some of the people I got. I actually have a few super youngsters. What are you even doing up this late? Go to sleep. I'm just playing. But this is an everyone thing. Everyone's involved with this. And these bad habits we need to just kind of work on together and inspire each other to do a little bit better. And I guess for me, I hope to inspire just one person to move a little more and realize that, hey, I'm getting older. I need to take care of my body. I should probably do some stretches before I go throw some rebar down on the ground. So jump in some machines and go build some crazy stuff, or go custom make some fish tanks in my garage. Whatever it may be you're doing, you should just maybe get your body ready for that before you do it. Because I have decades of not doing that, thinking that I feel good, I'm good to go, I'm strong, I could do whatever, I could lift whatever, I could be whatever, until you just can't. And that just can't moment had almost broken me in ways that I can't describe. But I am on that road to recovery. I am moving forward here. And I just want to help one of you. So if that's you, I love you. Thank you for being here. This is flipping awesome. But I'll tell you what, doctors don't want to teach the simple things that I'm talking about here. I've been to a lot of them, and they really, really would much rather you just keep showing up to the appointments, pay your copays, fill your prescription bottles, and just suffer through it, and then, or feel numb through it. Like, I don't know, like, anyone out there who has taken large amounts of those kind of pills given by doctors, it was vicious to just stop them, because I did. I was pissed at all the medications, and I was like, done with it all. Went through the withdrawals and all the bull crap. Like, I don't need this. I can do it without. So I would rather have some water and some electrolytes and some food that's worth eating and just work hard and get through this. And that is where I'm at. And I'm actually, as I'm seeing you guys, all the comments come up, I'm getting excited about getting some good sleep, waking up and doing my routine. Record it like I always do, and just keep pushing forward. It's okay to take days off when you're in recovery. I think that's the other big thing that I wanted to make sure I said, is that my wife told me I should take days off. My wife's like, why don't you calm down? Why don't you kick it? I'm like, I got to get better. I can't stop. Dr. Slav is like, you could do this every day until you could do it twice a day. And I'm like, well, then let's go, son. Let me get some. I wanted to do it every day. I wanted that routine to be faster than 2 hours. I wanted to crush it and just get it. I don't have that option because my body does not give me that option. I've fought through, and you guys see the videos come out. It will not be on this channel. All that stuff will definitely be on a separate YouTube channel to not have people have to watch that, because it's torturous and hectic, and this is just a different side of all this. We're all chit-chatting here about this. But I'm back that. It was a setback. I've accomplished so much on that setback day. Is the other part that took me until today to even realize and like wrap that all together. Like, I just got in a vehicle. I just drove an hour to a client, spent time with a client, standing up without a crutch, without thinking I was going to literally just die being there in existence. Got through, had a fun time with them. Yes, I absolutely did whatever I could to hide that pain from them, but I got back in that truck. I chilled 7-Eleven for a little bit, did some stretches, and got myself back home. Got all the information sent over and moved on to the next piece, which was so epic. It just felt like real life again. And for months of being trapped in a bed, that was so dope to do. And for me, I did all that, but in my head, all it was you didn't get around the block today. Why couldn't you do all the exercises up to 10 counts around everything? What's wrong with you? Like, this is the stuff that's spinning in my head, and I'm telling myself that I didn't do it because I didn't accomplish this, but it took me a few days to even realize how much I did accomplish through those 12 days, through the 11 days of workout to get to that day 12, that I pushed hard, did all my workouts above all of that, and it set me back where I felt like I couldn't do what I want to do this weekend. But here I am at 2 a.m. on Sunday. I'm feeling excellent up here and it here. My leg, we're not going to talk about that. It hurts, okay? I can't do nothing about that right now, but walking on it's way worse than sitting in the position in which I currently am. So, we got a lot coming. We got a lot going in every direction. And I am just so glad that I was able to get myself out of that hole by just simply understanding and realizing and being grateful for what I can do. Being grateful that I have 2 legs. Those 2 legs can move and get me places. I still have 2 functioning arms. I have all my digits. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that we have that we just take granted for every day. Just let them be taken away for a day, a week, a month. You will start thinking completely different about everything. And I don't want anyone to get to that position. I do not want you hurt like that. I don't want you to be where I am and where I got to. So that's why I'm doing this, to tell you, like, we got to move and groove. We need to stretch every morning, move ourselves, lift, go out in the sun, like, let life be life. But above all that, Monday's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday is here. It's a new year, all the New Year holidays and all that jazz. That's over. Everyone is so past that. It's crazy. So Monday is just a good old week starting on Monday again. Let's get some. I don't want to hear about this or that. No one's been partying all night. I want everyone on fire. Sunrise. It's go time. But I'm going to be 1,000% straight up with y'all. Open book style. My worries for Monday are as high, or if not higher, than what it felt like to know I had to get out of that wheelchair December 22nd and move and groove and step myself to the next spot. So there's a lot to go down. I haven't built all the right systems to make it where I can not exist there on Monday. And so these are also things that I know through all the business coaches I've been with. Like, there's things I've got to get better at. And now that my brain is cooking on all gears again, that brain clarity is what I really needed, so I could put those systems into place and really make it where I'm not the only one that's making the crews get locked in. And it's also because I just have high standards. So I think it's also an issue, I think, with any contractors out there watching this right now. You just have your own standard of, like, this is how I do it. Let me do that part. I got this right. Like, I've been letting go of this and letting go of this and training guys, and guys are getting better. So certain things I'm growing through, but when it comes to logistics and how things are done and loaded, I don't know why I'm so flippin' obsessed with all this stuff, but I want it done right. I want everything to look good. I want everyone's uniforms on point. Like, just needs to be. And so getting enough sleep to be able to do that workout Monday morning, so that when it's go time and that sun starts to rise, I'm ready to make it happen. So I cannot explain to you how many people in here are shooting out just so much positivity. I'm getting goosebumps right now. This is like really exciting. And that is, I didn't know I needed that, but it's like supercharging me. And I just know that this is possible. I know we are going to crush this week. It is going to be so epic. It is going to be painful. It is going to be challenging. I know I'm going to have setbacks. And I guess that's the biggest part of this whole thing, is that I always want, and I'm not the only dude in the world, and I know there's chicks out there this way too, just want to crush it, make it happen, and don't want anything standing in their way. And when I have something standing in my way, when it's something as simple as pain, which I always thought I could fight through pain, but apparently I can't fight through it all, because this is a completely different thing I've ever experienced. So with all that, I got some super exciting stuff going on that we're preparing for, that I got to get a lot of jobs organized, wrapped up, because we are officially setting up a Texas wildlife preserve. This has nothing to do with Mr. Beast. It is not because of the Mr. Beast connections. We actually met the owners of this organization last year and discussed a few things. Then later towards the end of the year, got real deep in discussions, and then it was like, okay, we want to rock and roll. We want this thing ready, and we want to start publicizing this thing. So the reason this wildlife preserve has found us is because our brand, Phillips Driveways and Excavation, we are so passionate about nature and making sure that everything is given its best at all times, and there's no reason to destroy things that don't need to be destroyed. So if like we could work around something that's like a 200-year-old tree, I'm going to work around the 200-year-old tree. I'm willing to sacrifice and do some other things to save certain parts of nature. So there's a lot of that talk out there from me and my wife all throughout the internet. And this has been found by them, and that's why they knew they did not want anyone else doing this build. And what we're going to be doing is keeping this the most natural possible build we have ever done. I have already sourced full eco-friendly geotextiles to do specific products with and specific places. So that way I have no worry about any animals or anything in nature being affected, and I'm only improving where we are going while creating paths for all of you, anyone to come to Texas and explore and see wildlife in its truest preserve. So this is an honor for me, and that it's been brought to us because of our social media and how open we are about who we are, and just loving ourselves, loving life, loving one another has brought us an opportunity which gives us the next opportunity. Who's ready to hear about what is next? This next opportunity, oh man, I don't know what it is with me getting goosebumps right now. I am like head to toe feeling goosebumps about this, because I've been working on this since last year. I've talked about people. We almost did it, but then we got way too busy and things got bonkers. But it is time. What? Do you want to know? At least two of you are curious. That makes me happy. Okay, there you guys go. So, what is about to crack down because of all that is that the new employment process is 100% going into effect. For anyone who's new here and doesn't know what that means, what in the world I am talking about, Chris, would you break it down for me, please? Yeah, let me do that for you. So when I say new employment process, this is something I've been working on, and I am so flippin' pumped about, because all I have to do still is finalize my scheduling, finish the promotion structure and how that's going to go down, do some more filming for everything. But what might end up happening is this might be an event, an employment event, where you have to operate the machines. You have to out-operate me, minimum. Yeah, it's going to happen. In machines, we are going to be on an acreage out in the middle of the beautiful Central Texas. And because of the people I've been talking to, we might have crowds. We might do this on a Saturday because there are huge people and developers that want to come down and watch this go down. So this might not just be who the next employee and foremans of Phillips Driveway Excavation come from, but there might be an opportunity for you to be seen if you are the baddest operator, because I sure as heck know this internet is full of people who say, I can operate that better than you. You don't know what you're doing. Let me whap on a doop dap real quick on that. Well, this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You could fly here. You could drive here. You could sleep in tents for a week out of this place if that's what it needs to be, because we're going to throw down the biggest event anyone has ever seen in competition style to win a job. One guaranteed job will be won, and this will be live streamed to everyone on at least 5 channels. We're trying to lock down the 6th channel and be live everywhere. We'll have a Starlink out. This is going to be absolutely no joke. I plan on bringing in as many big vendors. And when I say vendors, I'm talking like dealerships, name brand companies, testing different machines, doing some stuff that y'all just think, what is this dude doing? Yes, that's what I'm doing. We are going to crush this. It is going to be so sick. And it'll be like never seen before. And all of this is to not just, like I said, someone is leaving with a job and gets to work for us and truly be a part of the crew. There will be many part-time people who get hired through this process as well. But it's the opportunity of how many different people I'm going to try and work with everything I have in my soul to bring out the big dogs. So that way, all the people who aren't the baddest, or maybe I'll lose the baddest to the big dogs. If that means you get an opportunity to have the baddest job ever with like all the best benefits you could dream of and all the baddest, cool. But these companies are not taking just anybody. They are taking only people who are incredibly qualified. And most companies, just like ours, I want you to start with a shovel and a rake and you'll work yourself all the way up. Well, I have everyone in the world who wants to work for us, but shovel and rakes are honestly all they're really good at, and I can still have to train some people on that. We need people who are just on fire, who use machines like no one I've ever seen use the machine. I want to look so stupid on this stream. I want that to be clear. I want to be shown to be the most pathetic operator ever because you out-operated me that hard. That's what I'm looking for. I'm calling out anybody and everybody. Bring it on, dude. Let's see who could do what, because I want our company to make sure we are the baddest, and I know I can offer and accomplish things that our other companies can't. We have better attachments, a better mindset, and better push, and that's just how it has been from day one. But this event is going to be incredibly fun, and there's nothing I do in life that I don't want to have fun doing. I try and have fun with everything I do. And so if I'm out hiring a grip people and doing this thing, I've already gone through and done days like this with 3 to 4 people. So it's something I'm familiar with. It's not weird to have people come out, operate machines. Let me see how you could do. Are you worth my time? You're not getting paid. Go home. This is real life. Okay. This happens. This is a world of talkers, and doing is different. So because of this wildlife preserve and everything else that we have going on, I can't even tell you about the other 4 things that are happening because those kind of situations. We're going to be growing. We're going to be growing the team, and it's going to be flipping fun. So I am bettering myself every day. If I can only get 1% better every day, I'm getting 1% better every day. I may have setbacks. I may have emotional setbacks, physical setbacks, mental setbacks, spiritual setbacks, but I'm going to keep getting up. I'm going to keep pushing, and everyone knows that's what I'm going to do. And everyone knows that is the only way I want to live my life. And I just hope I can inspire one of you to just say, let's do better. Fight for better. Whenever you think of Chris Phillips, I just want you to think fight for better. Like, that's, dude, fight for better. I don't care where you're at, what you're doing, what's going on, what level of life you're at, with just fight for better. There's always better around the corner. I'm not going to go into my deep story of what I've been through, what I came from, and all this or that, and the hoo-ha and the loo-rah. It is not easy to be a human. It's okay to struggle and to go through them, but we just got to fight to get better. 1% every day. That's what I'm talking about. So this new employee thing, can't wait for it. You guys will be watching Phillips Driveways everywhere, as always. We're on every channel just going at it because I just don't care. And the next subject on today's plate, ladies and gentlemen, is something that I'm pretty excited about. Anyone who's following us who might have seen some of the stories the last day or two, is a new podcast has just dropped. I forgot I even did this podcast, like, not, but yes, but no, because there's been so much going on. And so, like, this was like right at the end of Mr. Beast. We had a lot more flood damage things we still had to fix and take care of. So we were just moving and grooving, and I was still working nonstop, like late days, putting in like crazy, so I couldn't really schedule certain things. And a lot of people wanted podcasts with us. They wanted to talk about things, wanted to know what was going on. Why'd you guys start a merch company? Why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys doing that? Like, just, it's very interesting, the curiosity that has arose and the attention that's starting to come this way. And it's fun. So this podcast was an absolute blast. And because I got hurt and stuck in bed and in crazy pain, everything went bad, like close to after this podcast, that is another reason why it like spun out of my mind. But all of a sudden it started popping up. I was like, oh my gosh, there it is, In the Mix podcast with Marvin Jones. Like, if you all don't know about him, go check it out. What I'm excited about is that the podcast has dropped. We're lining up all of our YouTube drops for every Saturday, lining things up, and we already had ideas of a few other things with the other podcasts that we have going on that I was on as a guest, and things we're going to do with that role and take that footage and like bring in some of the actual footage of the builds and the Beast Mountain and like tie it all together, because Jay, our editor, is just sick. He can do so much dope stuff, and he can do it so quick because everything is so, we're using it everywhere. Like, every hard drive is packed with different varieties and different things. So it is that time to use this and start intertwining it with everything. So we're going to be taking that drop podcast and redoing it in multiple ways and then putting it out on our channel again. So right now it's on In the Mix. I did put a link up on, I'm pretty sure, Instagram. I might have done some TikTok ones, and I did it on Discord, but I don't know if that worked for all the streaming folks out in there, to let everyone know. But I did also share it as a post on YouTube. So if you go to our YouTube channel and see some stuff on there, you can find it that way, or through stories. In the Mix with Marvin Jones. He is a man who did Blacktop Banter podcast. He's been around the industry for quite some time, and life in the asphalt industry. Very, very good guy. So what happened was, yesterday, in the midst of me trying to organize things, because I got hard drives that's pouring out my ears, like just SD cards that are stacked. This one I still need to download. I don't even have space to download it on. So yeah, we're just trying to get ourselves organized, prepped up, and ready. And in all of that, the B-roll popped up, because what was going on the day of that podcast is I confirmed, like, can I live stream this and let everyone just like watch this from the side while you and I throw down this podcast, and I'll, just let it be what it is. He's like, oh yeah, go for it, do it. I had every technical difficulty that day you could possibly imagine. You'll see me in the podcast every once in a while. I might keep going off to the side because I'm trying to get the flipping live streams to work, but it won't go off while we're doing all the podcasts. And I forgot I had a GoPro over there in the garage set up. Boom. So all of a sudden I'm like, dude, there's the whole B-roll. The sound's perfect. Hear both sides. Oh, dude, we were so excited. I'm like, all right, now I got the B-roll from that. Now I got his official drops. He's already done some dope edits of it. And then we're going to be able to take that and then take the actual Beast Build videos and the cool spots and tuck it into that. You guys know how this all works. It's just the world of editing and making stuff cool and entertaining. Because when I'm out making stuff, just so y'all know, I want you guys to be able to rock out, have some fun. Like, if you see me talking and whatever you don't want to hear about talking, just swipe by. Because most of it's just rocking out music and cool stuff happening to let it be entertaining. It also shows clients the things we do, things we can do, keeps us just out there, and it's fun for me. I'm entertained by it. I'm probably my biggest fan and rewatch my stuff all the time. And a lot of it's because of the music. Like, we're trying to find fun music and things that are just make you want to move and groove and enjoy the process. So Phillips Driveways on every channel. Please go watch it, have some fun. I don't care which one you're on, whatever social media you do, you'll find us. It'll be there. Don't feel like you have to go all to them. Go to the one you like. That's what matters. So yes, very excited about all the things we're about to do with all the footage we have, the B-roll footage I've been coming up with, organization of everything, and the road to recovery has finally brought what I needed, which was some clarity, some mental stability, which can be pretty nartar. So I thank you all so much. This really means a lot to me. thinking about closing out with one of these guys here. But before I do that, I will, of course, run in and see if there's anyone else who had some I totally missed. Because I know I have multiple chat screens that I can't see all of them, apparently. What's going on, yo? Yeah. Good to see you guys. All right. So, thank you for joining. Fight for better. It's not a slogan. It's how I wake up. It's how I move. It's how I choose myself, even on the days I feel broken. If you're tired, if you're hurting, if you feel stuck, this is your reminder that you are not done. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to keep fighting for your next level, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Love you guys. Thank you for joining. See you all soon. Any questions, you can always DM me wherever I'm at. We're the easiest people to get a hold of that I've ever seen. So bring it. I'll see you kids soon. Thank you so much. And I see I got some of you guys in here who had some questions. I didn't have as many questions over here. All right. So, yes, I did do the day 12 exercise. I did get through, like I said, I didn't do all of them. You know what happens is I'm actually in so much pain on certain things that I can't even remember what the heck number I was at. I know it sounds ludicrous, but like I don't even remember. Like I just don't. Just beat. But I knew it wasn't at the full motion it's supposed to be at, and the full smoothness and functionality and all the steps and stages that are important in this process. So that is tough for me to go through that and have to not just be able to do what I want to do. And when I've lived a life where I've been very body abled and be able to literally do whatever I felt like and go wherever I want to do whatever I want. And that, I never thought it'd be just taken from me in that kind of manner. But we getting it back. We on it. It's no joke. My brain has been racing because I have so much stuff and so many different things I've been doing. I definitely feel like I hit all the spots, but of course I jump around and my mind wants to go other places. So it's hard to always stay the course and be perfect with this stuff, but thank you guys for your patience. Chat, you the bomb. So we got that one shut down. Boom. Another good day. You've never heard of me? That's understandable. You want to look me up? You can Google it. Oh, man. Road to recovery. That's what this is all about. I've been out here talking about my process, what it's taken to get from stuck in a bed, lying on your back, telling doctors keep taking pills and wait for a surgery to make your back work. I blew out my lower spine, L3, 4, and 5, and it has been a very, very challenging path to get myself just standing, just sitting, standing, two things that just really didn't exist in my world for a while, and the pain was truly unbearable. And gabapentin and all those nerve pains and Vicodins, all that doesn't do nothing. It's all just whack nonsense, just fed to me to try and shut me up, rather than be like, hey, what if we work through the situation, because there's a problem here. So I was actually thinking when I started this whole thing, I feel like I could do a whole day rant about just doctors and the industry and the system and how flippin' frustrating that whole world is. And I just don't appreciate that we're not given the proper help. But then you have the other side of all of this is that the real help comes in our decisions. I had to choose to do something. I had to do it. I couldn't just choose it. I had to do it as well. And action is the most challenging thing. And I have a media business, and it is the same thing I feel like fitness coaches and doctors and everyone's dealing with. Like, the answer is here. I'm going to tell you, do this, do this. I told you again. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Come back into the chiropractors and the PTs. Here's another $200. Here's another $200. Why? Because you didn't do what you're supposed to do the last 5 days of your life, which is just take care of yourself. And we're not taught it. That's, I think, why I'm so frustrated. Is no one actually says, like, hey, you need to do these things and, like, really push it into become a part of our life and keep it a part of our life. It is a weird thing to be healthy. It's a weird thing to have a normal routine to always take care of yourself. And I don't have any solution except what I realized, that it was just that I could simply just show at least what I'm doing. We all know, anyone can Google how you fix everything, but how are you going to do it? You know, why are there not a million more millionaires? Why are there people not doing more? And I'm surrounding myself with millionaires, which is exciting because then that means I'm the next millionaire, and I'm cool with that. I'd much rather be pushed. I'd much rather do more. I'd much rather become something more valuable and build a legacy that this world will never forget. I'm Chris Phillips.